You are here because you're an artist. You're probably you might be into music or some other kind of art form, but the reality is it's kind of cliche. Some people say the word like starving artist, and I don't know if you can relate to that or not, but it doesn't have to be that way. And the 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 ability to break into being okay, to having enough money to do your art is not as hard or as challenging as it used to be. You have to be committed. You have to be a good artist. You have to be committed to your craft, but you can do it today. And one of the ways we do that as as a music teacher is we teach our art to other people. Now, if we're teaching music, we know the problem is often the venue. How am I going to make enough money giving music lessons? Perhaps I'm employed at a school or a university, and there's only so many students that can fit my class. My salary is only going to go so high. If I do private one-on-one sessions, I can only do so many in a day or in a week or in a month. And where am I going to do it? Am I going to have to rent an office or a studio? Am I going to travel to the student's home? There's a very big constraints on that venue. But there is an alternative. It is possible to teach music online. And there's stories of huge success with that. I'm thinking of Jermaine Griggs, who has a music, teaching people how to play music by ear, a hugely successful music teaching business on the internet. It's been around for quite some time. It's amazing what you can do and how big the global audience is. Now, it's important that your music, your art is unique. You have a unique angle, or you are positioned as the expert in your space, or you have a way to connect or a methodology that really helps people learn. And just the true scale of the internet always amazes me. And when you tap into that correctly, you can solve one of the first big problems of people who are passionate about music and teaching music, which is income. If you create a successful music teaching class or online course or learning management system, you can build a real successful business that can scale much higher than trying to get a pay raise for your job as a music teacher or for your one-on-one sessions at home, at students' homes or in studio or office space. So I would encourage you to think about taking your music online and think about using internet technologies to facilitate that. I have friends who teach guitar through the internet from Hawaii. It does happen. People do these things. The other reason that motivates music teachers when I talk to them and interview them that I've helped build online courses for, is they say it's all about autonomy. Another word for autonomy is freedom. So the first one is just time freedom. When you're trying to pack tutoring sessions or one-on-one classes, there's only so many you can do in a day. There's only so many you can do in a week. But if a lot of your content and your teaching method is passive through videos and other online training tools that you create, there's no limit. So you could sell 100 of those, or you could sell 10 of those, or you could sell 1 million of those. But that's going to free up your time, and time is not such a constraint. And maybe there's some other things you do in life besides music that you need to do to recharge your batteries, to get that inspiration, that time to just separate from the music to get inspired and do the other things in life. Time freedom is really important. And then income freedom, autonomy is also great, where maybe you're doing it on the side. You're trying to create an online music course on the side so that your day job music class, you have some more flexibility. You're more diversified. You're not totally dependent on the full-time job. And now you're starting to develop this online presence, and you're becoming the go-to music teacher or artist for X. The other one is location. Like I said, I have a friend who teaches guitar lessons through the internet from Hawaii, and he has students all over the world. What if you wanted to go to Hawaii? What if you wanted to go to New Zealand or somewhere else in the United States, or go visit your extended family, or just have more freedom in that way? That's there. That location freedom is a big reason to create your online music course. And the other is that we think about as a legacy. You know, as a musician, there are musicians who have come and gone from this earth that have lasting impact on our lives. We hear a couple chords of the song and boom, we got the whole song in our head from somebody who's gone. That legacy is amazing to positively impact the world and generations to come. And, you know, as we get older, whether we have kids or, you know, we've been teaching for a long time, we start thinking about legacy. Like, you know, there's that common expression, like as a teacher, if I positively changed one person's life, it'd be worth it. You know, with the scale of the internet, what if you could change like thousands of lives, you know, in addition to maybe the traditional means through the in-person classroom? The opportunity is here, and, you know, the technology used to be expensive. Like, as you know, with the music industry, as computers evolve, you can now have a full like music editing suite on your computer. You don't need to go to some fancy studio in Los Angeles to record an album. There's people who are becoming music phenomenons by creating their own stuff and putting it on YouTube. And so could you. And the technology is at your fingertips. Sometimes, you know, people would spend, you know, tens of thousands of dollars on a website for their music. And then they would, you know, if they're trying to do like sell online courses and they need this e-commerce, they need this way to sell their music or sell courses. And then you got to find a way to make it engaging for the students and track how they're doing and all that. It gets really complicated fast, but it doesn't have to be. And that's what I'm here for you to talk about today. Is we've been doing this a while. We've been helping others create online courses around their passion, their life experience, their skills. If you're a talented artist, if you are a music professional, we're here for you, where you can just show up with your skill, your life experience, all that time learning your craft, and let us come with all our time learning our craft, which is technology. And let us be that technology partner for you so that we can build the infrastructure for you to have your global music teaching platform or whatever your art may be. Fill out the form below, and we look forward to hearing from you. And together, we can get your music platform. You can be up and selling your courses, your classes, in less than 5 days.